team, thanks for meeting with me. I have a really exciting commercial project. Let's meet the client.
Pho is a Vietnamese signature dish. Essentially, it's just a rice noodle soup. But we're also not just serving pho, but we're also serving Vietnamese sub, rice dishes, vermicelli dishes. And it's called Pho Boi, a taste of Vietnam. So essentially, that's what we're doing is we're giving you a taste of Vietnam. So each different dishes that are I guess you would say the most popular dishes in Vietnam. Currently, Pho Boi has 4 locations in British Columbia.
In a food court setting, you've got X amount of numbers of other food vendors there that you want to be able to stand out, that when they come in and decide, hey, that place attracts my attention, I want to try their food.
Absolutely.
You don't want to just blend in with everyone, or else it's just got to be, I'll walk past you, that's it. And I hope the design district team is up for the challenge.
Well guys, what do you think? Hey, I love pho.
I don't know about this one. I mean, we're gonna be working around mall hours. I see a lot of late nights and a lot of early mornings.
I don't care what the hours are. Just think of the traffic that's going to walk by this place while they're under renovation. The key for you guys is going to be timing. Malls are not cheap.
The design, I think, needs to be bright, fun, true to the branding, and it's got to detour everybody who's going to go to the other vendors to the pho restaurant.
Well, it sounds like everybody knows what they need to do, so let's just get this ball rolling.
Do this.
Woohoo!
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Woo.
Welcome to the location. There are some serious challenges when filming in a shared space like this. We have to make sure that the noise levels are nothing that the tenants can't deal with. We have to keep everything confined into this tiny little space. And if you look at this now, it's hard to even believe that this is going to be a restaurant in a matter of months. Our design team have decided to keep the existing lighting and not really feature any sort of fixtures such as pendants or anything like that. We're going to have really bright LCD screens on the front here, 3 TVs with the menus. So we don't really want to compete with that or the restaurant signage. And this is where all the action is going to happen. The cooks in the back are going to pass all the food through here to the clients. I'm confident it's starting to come together, and I can almost taste the cuisine that's about to come out of this place. Well, the project's not much to look at yet, and we're really tight on time. But when we come back, we'll take a look at the finishes that Denise has chosen. This week's project is a little different. We're doing a restaurant in a crowded mall food court. In a scenario like this, their branding really has to stand out against all that competition. So Denisha, you've met with the client, you've put together the plan. I'm seeing the logo. I know about that already. What is the rest of this going on?
Amy, seriously, this is like a dream come true for me. I love pho, and
Yes.
this build is in a shopping mall. Whoa.
What else can be?
Okay.
So I see a lot of the colors pulled from, I'm assuming, from their branding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we based the entire design around their branding, and we decided to start with basically the red. I mean, we've anchored this entire area with this gorgeous
So is this
red
paint
tile.
color? Oh, this is the tile that's
Yeah, that's red
illustrated
throughout.
here.
And then there will actually be little accent tiles sort of just randomly placed throughout. And then we kept everything else
This is
really
the glass as
clean.
well?
Yeah, that's glass as well. Everything else is really clean and simplistic. So we've got like stainless accents. We're really playing on the bamboo. It's a very small space, so there wasn't a lot to do, but we went with the marmoleum commercial flooring.
So commercial grade, but it still looks really good.
It looks great.
Yeah,
It's
like it.
anti-fatigue, antibacterial, and cloud white for the paint.
So is this the paint color here?
This is actually the bamboo. So we went with sort of like a faux bamboo.
Are you gonna run it horizontally or vertically for the grain?
I think vertical.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we've got some flat screens going in there, and then
So
that
that
little
will be a good
serving
punchy
area,
color there too.
and big signage, big bright signage.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go tackle this signage that we need, and you deal with the rest of this. We gotta go.
Their timeline is so tight. This is like starting yesterday.
Absolutely.
So let's do this.
The logo's already designed, but I thought it'd be fun to go and see how a logo becomes an eye-catching sign for the kiosk. We're here at Graphic Effects. Jay, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for coming down.
So I sent you this logo through email and kind of gave you a rough rundown of what Fauboy is wanting. This is the technical drawings, I'm assuming, of what you've come up with?
That's correct. So you mentioned that you'd like to have one sign recessed in the wall and one
Right.
sign needs to hang. So you guys send us a brief logo. And I've
Absolutely.
had our graphic designers here draw up some different mock-ups for you on how the signs could be built.
Well, this is all great, but how? I can't even visualize this. I mean, you know, you have the plan here, but what are my options? What's the next step?
Well, the next step is we can discuss how it's all manufactured, and
Okay.
I've got some great options here on the board that I can show you.
These are all LED lights?
So these are all LED lights. Most of the illuminated signage nowadays is all going LED. It's very low maintenance, cheap to run, and there's tons of different options that
And
we
that
have.
would be versus your old neon signs?
That's correct.
Right,
Yes.
okay.
So the first option is there's many different ways we can build it. We can go with something like a halo lit letter, which looks like it's all backlit from behind and has a glow from behind it.
Okay, and are we looking at doing different options on the same sign, or?
Well, probably with this one and with being in the mall, and I would recommend going with a face lit channel letter, something similar to this.
That one's nice. It really has a thin outline on it.
Yeah, so there's two different styles that we offer. One that's a little bit more low profile like this, and one that has a bit more of a trim cap on it.
And it's the actual face that's illuminated for
That's
that one?
correct, you bet. And if you didn't like that option, then there's other options such as this one here, which is going back to that halo lit option where the face doesn't light up. And this one here is a combination of both, where the face does light up and there's also a halo lit.
And then we can have two different colors.
That's right, you bet.
Excellent. Well, I know that we're talking too about having the chopsticks in the logo possibly 3D or something like that to
For
really
sure.
highlight them. How would we do that?
Well, what we would recommend is we'll build you an aluminum box that's going to hang from the ceiling for the main sign, and all the chopsticks, all the letters can all light up from the face, so they would be the face lit channel letters, and they would be mounted to the aluminum box to give a three-dimensional look.
I'm a little overwhelmed by all my options, I'm not gonna lie. This has come a long way from where you guys started.
It has. I mean, back in the day, we started in 2000, and we used to specialize in vehicle wraps, and that's how we built our name in Victoria. From there, we grew and expanded into printing, so we do business cards, brochures in-house, and then we got a lot into the illuminated signage. So
And you said in-house, so does that mean that you have the manufacturing plant right on site?
we do. We manufacture everything here in-house, and that's that. Yeah.
And there you have it. It's all done locally, right here in one place. Thank you so much, Jay.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Have a good day.
You too.
As cool as that sign looks, it's really not going to matter if we don't get the space finished. We've made a lot of progress, but we've hit some serious snags with this job.
There's a lot that's been done since I've been here, but we're opening in a week, John.
Yeah, and you know, with 4 weeks only to do this project,
It's tight. It's very
really tight. Having to work around the mall hours. Do you know how hard it is to get trades to start at midnight to working on a project?
I would imagine pretty hard.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So one of the biggest delays, as you can notice, this flooring isn't the stuff that Denisha sourced out, but we had to make a decision and
Why?
make a compromise.
Why though?
All these appliances, all these cabinets, none of this stuff could go in without the flooring down first. Now, these aren't your regular home
Right.
kitchen appliances. You know,
Yeah,
there's a
they're
lot
massive.
involved here. There's the gas hookups, there's the plumbing, all the sheet metal work, everything has to be done.
And flooring
before
has to
the
go
flooring.
right under.
Exactly. So we had to make a call, and because of that, we are on track, we are on schedule.
You're on schedule?
We are on schedule back here,
Yes.
but I need to show you something out front. So the kitchen, as you've seen, is on track.
Yeah, and we're almost done out here. There's a lot going on.
We are almost done. You know, it looks fantastic so
Yeah.
far. We got the custom cabinets with the poles that Denisha picked out.
They're
The
sleek. I like
floor
them.
continues out here.
Yeah.
We've got the laminate bamboo with the menu screens. There's going to be 3 across there. All the lighting's in place. Stainless steel counters, serving counters at the front, coolers. Everything's ready. But
We got a lot of white space
We got a
here.
lot of white space here, and this is a problem. This obviously is where we were gonna put those custom red
They're
tiles.
the showstopper. They're defining the branding.
They're
of
now
this
the
space.
store stopper because we don't have them. They haven't
my
come
God.
in. I'm not sure
where
where
are
they
they?
are. I'm not sure where they are, but we've been rushing around trying to find a comparable. It's not working. Denisha can't find anything that's similar, and
Well, and that was why they had to do the custom orders, because they pulled the color from the branding of the logo.
but custom orders
And did
don't work
custom
for commercial
sizes.
projects. Custom,
Not on a 4-week timeline is all of a sudden brought on.
not at all. I mean, they're paying rent here. This tile is holding up their training, is holding up their advertising.
I get that, absolutely. So what's the solution though?
Can't we just paint this wall and forget the tile?
No, we cannot paint. The food court is insistent that it's tile. Number 2, we cannot have this enclosure up again. It's a huge amount of money to get this put up. There can't be construction going on after we open. So, solution?
I'm lost
I
for
look just
words.
speechless. Okay, well, we need to talk to the owner and get this sorted out right away.
We're missing our tiles, which is gonna affect our opening date, and we start paying rent and not making money.
You must be so frustrated by that.
Oh yeah, we are. It's like we can't schedule staffing, we can't schedule when to do advertising or anything because our
don't know
tiles,
when you're gonna
our
open.
tiles are nowhere to be found
So
yet.
what's the solution? We're gonna have to get Denisha to source something local. Plan B. We don't know where that tile
Look
is.
for a different tile, change color, change material. We don't know at the moment. We need to find something because we need to open.
Absolutely, it's not an option for you to open any later.
No, because it's like rent and lost income and
Yeah.
staffing, everything. It's just a big headache.
Are you hanging in there though? It's supposed to
yeah.
be a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah.
We'll make it get done. We'll get Denisha sourcing some local tile and we'll come up with an alternative because we need that plan B.
Yeah, we need to figure something out fast.
Maybe custom wasn't the best idea, but I really need to make this happen.
I don't know if Denisha can pull this off. I had no idea how tough it was going to be to work inside a mall. Hope it's worth it. Jason, we're obviously in a hugely busy, high traffic area, which is a great location for a mall.
Absolutely, that's what you want for a mall. They're always going to be located in high traffic areas, and that's what you get here.
Yeah, and you know, with a mall, the lease is just astronomical, I understand.
Yeah.
And so,
It's based on traffic, right? And a mall is going to have thousands and thousands of people through there on a monthly basis. You don't get that in a store fronted somewhere else. It just cannot handle it.
but you've got to get that renovation done as quick as possible and get out and start making your money.
Yeah, the mall landlords are way less likely to give a deal to somebody. So the key in a mall renovation is get in and get out, because the cost will bury you if you're sitting there in a renovation for too long.
So with all the expenses of doing the renovation and the high cost of the lease, can it still be a viable business option?
Absolutely, but it's really going to come down to the product that the owner puts out there. The one nice thing about a mall is you've got all the big stores there already, so the traffic is coming in there, and it's really going to depend on how they stand apart from them, make themselves different, and maybe grab some of those people that were there for the big stores. So yeah, I mean, the traffic is the big thing. The cost is expensive, but if your product is great, I think it'll be a successful venture.
I'm getting hungry, let's go grab a bite.
I'm down with that. Let's go.
We've got tiles. They finally arrived. We've just started tiling and it's looking great so far. We're approximately right now sitting at about 9-10 days behind schedule for the target opening date. So by the time we're actually done and open, we'll be about 2 weeks behind schedule. And that's with everything going through smoothly for the next few days to get us back on track to hopefully open 2 weeks behind schedule.
So we've had this custom ordered tile arrive. Everyone's happy. Finally it's here. It's a week late, but you know, we'll make it work. Then lo and behold, the accent tile is not with the order. I got the call at 11 o'clock this morning. I've almost had literally a heart attack, but here it is. I am coming to the rescue. We had to get it flown over by seaplane, and I'm gonna get it into the clients right away. Oh, I wanted super gray. This is not super gray. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna forward these photos to the team and see what they think. Like a red paint
No, I think
color.
we're tiling that right.
In spite of yet another tile crisis, the client just keeps plugging away and keeping this project on track.
Basically, the tile's gonna get finished. Then in 2 days, we're getting the hanging sign installed. And then the same night, this hoarding wall will come down. and at that point, basically the TVs will get hung, and basically final cleanup, inspections, whatnot. And if everything goes through fine, food comes in, and we start selling and making some money.
And that's the whole point of this exercise. When we come back, this project really starts to take shape. The work is really progressing on our kiosk. With a job like this, the trays are so important. So we sent John out to talk to our electrical contractor.
We're up to our eyeballs with commercial projects right now, and I'm here with Kevin from Houle Electric. Kevin, you're kind of the expert around here. What's going on in this project?
Well, basically, customer wants a couple more stores in the middle of this courtyard. So we're putting some power and communication cabling and conduit into the ground to feed these new kiosks. And these gentlemen right here are putting it all back together for us. So it'll be like we're never here.
Excellent. So there's obviously some different constraints you have to work under for commercial projects, like the products you use.
There is some differences from residential to commercial, for sure. This particular application, we have to use rigid conduit because it is so close to the surface. We don't want the wiring in the conduit to get damaged in any way, because even though there's only foot traffic above it, it could still get damaged if you use the wrong materials.
So a lot of challenges working around a busy public area, any kind of commercial project where you're dealing with the public.
Yeah, the biggest concern is public safety. You don't want anyone wandering into your job site and getting hurt. So that's why we have all the caution tape here.
Houle Electric's been around for a long time.
We have. We opened up almost 70 years ago up in Port Alberni. We've been based in Victoria now since the mid-70s. We have offices all across BC. Burnaby is our head office. We have one in Nanaimo, Kamloops, Kelowna, and Prince George, as well as Kitimat, and we're looking after a lot of stuff up in northern BC as well.
Thanks, Kevin. Really appreciate the information today.
Oh, my pleasure, anytime.
Back on site, things are really starting to come together. Now it's time for Graphic Effects to install those awesome signs they built.
They're trying to figure out how to mount the sign up top because of it being so high. It's hard to see what reinforcements behind there for them to mount to secure the sign up on the ceiling.
Got him? Got it. On you. All you now.
With the hanging sign installed, the crew turned their attention to the wall-mounted sign around the corner.
Anything else in the way, guys?
And what do you know? It fits.
The signage looks fantastic. Denisha's tiles are finally here. The work is almost done. When we come back, soup's on. It's been a rough 4 weeks. There's been all sorts of delays, missing product, and challenging work environment.
All of the finishes that we chose were based on the logos and the branding.
Now that the work's all done, let's go see if the clients like it.
We took the rundown, dated old space, gutted it, added a whole new kitchen and a serving area. We fused the different elements like the bamboo, the red tile, the charcoal accents, and the stainless for a modern meets traditional cohesive look. My design tip when dealing with commercial spaces is to always take into account the style and theme of the logo and branding. Then take that style or theme to create the overall design. Always, always stay true to your branding.
Your project is complete. What do you guys think about the finished product?
I think it looks just fantastic, Amy. I mean, the red tile just adds just that dimension. I mean, it's like a stop sign, pretty much, right? And wherever you're at the food court, all you see is this red stop sign.
Excellent.
And it brands perfectly to our logo as well, too.
Kind of pulls that whole look together for you guys.
Exactly.
What sort of feedback are you getting from your customers?
A lot of people are saying it stands out, attracts attention, and when you compare it with the rest of the food court and everything,
Yeah.
it's like it stands out.
So what you're saying is the
It grabs
design is
attention, yeah.
almost as good as your food.
Not quite. Our food is a little bit better.
So how's the workspace? What's the flow like in this place?
Well, it's a little difficult right now, Amy, because the space is so small compared to our other restaurant that we operate in BC. This restaurant is only 341 square foot, whereas the other restaurant's 3,000. So you have all the space you can have.
So you're kind of working on top of each other almost and having to really utilize every square inch.
Exactly.
So the look of your restaurant is really the look of your franchise now. This is going to be what people recognize Faux Boy from.
For sure. We'll definitely continue with this brand in the future right now.
So when they see the red glass tile, people are going to know Faux Boy.
Exactly.
What are your future plans for the franchise?
Our future plans for the franchise would be to develop into across Canada, maybe US and international over time, but basically take it one step at a time.
Just go
Get
big or
everything.
go home
Get everything organized, get our foot into it, and go from there.
and get it all figured out.
Yeah.
There's lots of time for that. What was the biggest hassle for you?
Tiles! Took the longest to get and the longest to install.
But also had the biggest impact.
Yes.
Was it
In
worth
the
the
end,
wait?
yeah, it was worth the wait. It was worth the hassle. It stands out. It attracts attention.
Well, guys, enjoy your space.
High five? High five.
Another completed project, a huge success. Join us again next time on Design District.